Hello, everyone, and welcome to the One Man Renegade podcast YouTube channel. I'm your host, the Honorable Greg B. And today's video is going to be a little different. You may or may not have gotten used to this weird background that I have. It's just this wood table that I have. It's old. It's kind of worn out. It's not exactly the most appealing background in the world. So today is going to be a bit of an unveiling of my new background. So be on the lookout for that. It's also going to be a little bit of a state of the channel video. Don't worry, nothing bad. I'm not ending the channel or anything like that. I'm actually going to ramp things up and hopefully get some more video, more content, and more stuff out for you. But first of all, let's get to it. Let's unveil my new background. Oh, best way to do this is, let's make sure it's the right way. Here we go. We got a nice little mat with the logo, channel logo on it. So there you go. So this is going to be the new background of the channel. I got this from, give them a little shout out, Inked Gaming. Inkedgaming.com, I believe is the website. If it's not, I'll link it below. Yeah, so what this is supposed to be is a game mat. So like if you're playing card games, you can use this as a game mat. You can customize it to whatever you want to be on there. Typically, I think if you're going to be playing games on it, you can customize it so that there's certain points of the game that make sense. Like, I mean, for like Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Magic the Gathering or something along those lines. I don't play any of those games, so that's not really what the point of this was, but I was just kind of looking to find something to kind of be the background of my videos that's not just a random wooden table. So I found this website. Again, the link's down below. Yeah, you can customize it. You can put whatever you want on them, and they're pretty quick. They come pretty quick. They're not that expensive. There's different sizes and stuff. I just got one of those standard size because I thought that'd be good enough, and it looks like it's gonna be. It's pretty good size. Works out for what I need it for, and so get used to this being the background. And like I said, if you want to get one of your own, check out the link below. And as you're headed down there to check out the link, you might as well hit that subscribe button and hit the little notification bell to let you know when the videos are going to pop up. And also hit the share button, share it with everyone that you know, and then head on over to that thumbs up button, hit the thumbs up button, and then go check out some of the videos that I posted on my channel. Also, I'm gonna post something up there. I don't know what it's gonna be, but it'll be something. Hit that too. Check out some of my videos, like them, share them, share the channel itself, all that fun stuff. And yeah, so that's it for the unveiling. So this is, get used to seeing this. Now I will say this real quick though. There are some videos I've already recorded that are gonna come out after this video where this isn't gonna be there because, well, I just got it and those videos were already recorded. So if you're like, hey, what happened to the background? Where did it go? Nothing happened to it. It's fine. It's still here. It's just those videos are recorded before I got it. Now, if there is a video where I specifically mentioned that something happened to this, it's like, oh, the dog ate it or something along those lines, I'll mention it and then you'll know what happened. But if you don't hear me say anything along those lines, you can just assume I already recorded it before I got this. With that said, also, kind of a tie-in, and I don't know if I mentioned this in the previous video or a video that hasn't come out yet that I mentioned it in. I'm not 100% sure, but a lot of these videos that I'm going to start recording, and part of the reason why I'm going to be recording a lot of videos coming up soon, and I don't know when they'll specifically go up on the channel, but, obviously we're currently, as I record this, in a situation globally. Virus is, I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube, so I'm kind of dancing around it, but obviously a lot of people are sheltered in place, stay at home, quarantining, social distancing, all that stuff. So a lot of people are stuck in their houses without a ton of stuff to do. So obviously, I don't have a ton of stuff to do right now, so I'm stuck in my house, so I might as well record videos. So that's what I'm going to be doing. And over the course of the next, I don't know, however long, there's going to be lots of videos coming out. And specifically, I'll get into in a minute, I have a project that I've been working on that is going to start very soon, maybe even tomorrow. But the point of what I'm trying to get to here is, I'm going through some of these things. I'm going to show off cards and whatever else, and opening cards and whatever. There's definitely going to be a point at some point where I come across a card of somebody that's in the news for either getting like traded or suspended, or getting the Hall of Fame, or winning the MVP, or doing something crazy highlight to win a World Series, or NBA Finals, or hopefully if all those things come back and are getting played, Super Bowl, whatever the case may be, signed with a new team, signed the biggest contract ever, or unfortunately in some cases maybe passed away. If I don't mention that, it's probably because I recorded that video before it happened. So, for instance, if I recorded the video right at the beginning of the year and I was sorting through my Kobe Bryant cards and that video didn't go up until sometime in February and I didn't mention what happened to Kobe Bryant, it's probably because now I wouldn't specifically, if I specifically recorded a video about Kobe Bryant and then didn't mention it, I probably wouldn't have posted it. But if it was in passing of, I was sorting through a bunch of NBA cards and I passed through a Kobe Bryant card and didn't mention anything about Kobe Bryant, you could probably assume that was because I recorded it beforehand. So if anything like that, and hopefully nothing to that degree with anyone, but certainly like Tom Brady, for instance, if I sorting through cards a couple months ago before he signed with the Buccaneers, then didn't mention that, yeah, that's probably why. Or anyone getting the Hall of Fame, for instance, Tim Duncan, along with Kobe Bryant and Kevin Garnett just got announced for the NBA Hall of Fame. If I was sorting through those cards and didn't mention, hey, they just got an NBA Hall of Fame or the Basketball Hall of Fame, it's probably because it's recorded well ahead of time. So that leads me to my next thing is starting tomorrow, I'm going to start posting videos, not daily, but probably pretty close to daily and sometimes often daily. I'm going to kind of have a schedule. And Tuesdays are going to be baseball. Wednesdays are going to be hockey. Thursdays, basketball. Friday, I'm going to stick with the Fairfield Friday as long as I still have the Fairfield products to open. Saturday is going to be kind of a wild card day where I could do mystery boxes or subscription boxes or just random other things that I might have picked up, or I don't know what. It's a wild card. You never know what's going to happen. Specifically, I know what this week's is, but other than that, I don't know what I'm going to do. Could just be stuff that doesn't really fit into the project, just kind of random off newer products, or just like random packs I get or boxes or whatever the case may be. I don't know. Sundays, of course, will be devoted to football, NFL. Obviously, their Sunday is the NFL in the fall and winter, so through. So I'm going to keep that. It's going to be not just in the fall, but all year round. But Sundays will be for football. And the Mondays are going to be something I call My Monday. And it's going to be me finally showing off some of my collections. Could be my baseball sports cards collections, my video game collection, bobbleheads, action figures, records. I don't know. Whatever sort of collections or interesting things that I have that I feel like showing off. That's what's going to be Monday. So the issue was, how do I do this though? How do I start? Where do I begin? Because, I have plenty of stuff that have accrued that I can definitely use for my videos, but like there needs to be some semblance of order. I feel like, I don't know. Otherwise I'll lose track of what I'm doing or whatever, probably. So what I decided was, and I've tried to get as much as I possibly could to kind of coincide with this. I'm going to start with 1984. So tomorrow on this channel, I will open up a box of I'll start opening up a box of 1994 Topps Series 1. Now, my goal was to get one of every series for Topps, just the regular base Topps, not like Heritage and Bowman and or anything, like just Topps, the standard issue. I tried to get Series 1, Series 2, and then update or traded if they happen to have one that year. There's certain years that's not going to be possible. Like 2011 Topps update, I'm not going to be able to get a box of that. It's just ridiculously expensive because the Mike Trout rookie card. It's like $4,000 to $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 for a box, I think, or something like that. And there's other years too, like 2000. There's certain years, a lot of more current years, just because the guys are more current and more thing. But there are some older years, like 2001 traded is Ichiro and Pujols is just tough to get. And there's a couple other years that are kind of weirdly hard to get, and I don't know necessarily it's because of they're that expensive or they're just not available. I just haven't seen them enough to be able to get them. So I'm trying to do as best I can to do that, and that's my plan. But there may be some years or sets that I might have skipped. For as far as basketball, hockey, and football are concerned, I just tried to get at least one box a year. Uh, didn't really matter what brand it was, didn't really matter what set it was, just I wanted to have something to open. With that said, I have a lot more baseball than I do the other sports. So there's not necessarily going to be one of every sport every week. There'll definitely be one of baseball every week. That's for sure. But as far as hockey, basketball, football, it depends on the year, depends on, depends on the year basically, because like how much could I get from that year. I mean, basketball, for instance, there's certain years I couldn't get anything for, just because the way basketball it is, there's a lot less players, so the sets are a lot smaller, so it's a lot easier to get multiple versions of certain cards. So any year as a huge rookie, it's not happening. So like 96 with Kobe, as I mentioned earlier, not happening. 98 with like Dirk, Pierce, uh, Carter, nope, couldn't do it. I mean, as of now, as I'm talking right now, as I'm recording this, is it possible maybe I will some way down the line? Maybe, but a lot of these boxes are super expensive just because of the people. 2003, obviously LeBron, it's just so expensive. And then 2009, Steph Curry, and 2013 because of Giannis. And those are more current guys that, potentially down the line, those could go down depending on how they play out. Kind of surprised about 2007 that I was able to get, but I was able to get 2007 because Durant, however, maybe just because he's injured right now and hasn't been playing. Well, no one's playing right now, but because he missed this year, maybe people just weren't clamoring to get some of his stuff. So I happened to get a box. So there you go. So yeah, that's what's happening on the channel. So stay tuned. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that share. Hit the bell. Lots of videos coming up soon. Check them all out. And yeah, so I mean, hopefully I can give you a little bit of entertainment through these trying times and kind of getting you thinking about sports a little bit, even though you can't watch anything new. But kind of let's go back through time and take a little history. Now, the reason why I chose 1994, I should mention, is because that's the year I kind of, as when I was a kid, up into that year is when I was collecting. And 1994 is kind of the year I stopped, partly because of the strike, multiple strikes. There were so many strikes around that time because like baseball, obviously the big one, but then hockey was on strike if I remember correctly too, and baseball or basketball went on strike not too long after that too. Lots of strikes going on, and also I guess my interest kind of shifted as to what I was spending my allowance money on, or my birthday money or Christmas money or something like that. I was buying a lot more CDs at the time, which seems kind of weird now that no one buys CDs anymore. It's kind of weird going back to buying baseball cards. But yeah, I've been in and out of collecting since 1994, but 1994 seemed like a good enough time to start because a lot of those sets in the mid to late 90s I don't remember ever seeing, so I kind of want to check them out, see what they're all about. I don't know how much value or big hits there are in any of those boxes, but it'd be cool to go through and check out some of those cards, the designs I've never seen before, certainly for the baseball and then all the other sports too, and then just kind of reminisce on some of the sports stars that were on during those days. But anyways, I've rambled on way too much as it is, so yeah, come back tomorrow. We're gonna start it up, start going big time, make this channel something happening. We got the new background, and we're starting up with 1994 Topps Series 1 tomorrow. Be there and check it out. So thanks for watching, and talk to you then.